What does all social media have in common? Trying to get you addicted. Here's one, and seeing that we're on YouTube right now, this kind of feeds into it. So, topic for this is social media addiction, and they're talking about how it's gaining recognition from an unlikely source. Alistair Stewart wrote this article. And there are a lot of tests. I know that there was a lot of stuff on Facebook last year. It came out where they had done a lot of testing regarding dopamine response to like thumbs up and likes and all that fun stuff. But the amount of time that people are on their smartphones and long-term results, I mean, what's the difference between social media addiction and any other type of drug out there as far as addiction goes, chemically in the brain?
Yeah. Well, chemically in the brain, it's a stimulus that is stimulating the brain's drive reward system. So it's providing some sort of dopamine or endorphin surge or reward in some way. Excuse me. I have a sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you. So you're getting this rewarding behavior. It would be like gambling or food or sex or other forms of feeling rewarded. And the rewards from social media can be addictive just like any other reward in the brain.
But what about like long-term results regarding this?
Yeah. So, what's interesting is that over the past 20 years, as we've had a rise of technology and social media, guess what else has risen with those, correlated with that?
Probably addiction across the board.
Well,
or ADHD.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Interesting. Yeah. What's risen along with the advent of social media and really this sort of preoccupation with smartphones and internet and gaming and all that sort of thing. What's risen along with that has been the suicide rate.
Really?
And also there have been studies showing that young adults now who are entering into adulthood have a much higher rate of what are called attachment disorders, which means that they're not able to feel safe and secure and connected to close friends and family. So they're feeling more alone, they're feeling more anxious in their relationships, they're feeling more disconnected from other people. And we see this disconnection from each other and this anxiety about being connected. And we see this increased suicide rate just as people are spending more and more time on their technology gadgets.
Wow. So it's weird because I don't know how many times we've been out to dinner and you see couples now that are sitting at the table and literally they're sitting across from each other and they're both on their phone.
Right.
And they're not even literally like 3 feet from each other.
Right.
And these are people that, are hopefully in a healthy relationship, but
well, you got to wonder about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they're texting each other.
Right,
How
right.
far does it go?
Oh, I know. It really is dangerous, and it really is something that people who are vulnerable to addiction can fall into a technology addiction just as easily as they can fall into other addictions. It's really it's potentially dangerous.
Well, there was what was his name? He was one of the high-ranking people within administration of Facebook who actually came out about a year ago and was on a lot of the news media industry talking about how negative Facebook was and how much knowledge that they had actually testing brain responses to different things on the apps to design it.
To make it addictive.
Yeah. And you've seen the same trend with Yahoo, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all these different companies that are using the same type of addictive technology.
Right.
It's called the endless loop, to where you constantly scroll. So there's no end to a web page. So you continue to scroll.
Oh, really?
And that way it continues to activate things in your brain as you're moving, and you find things.
Interesting.
Yeah, so there
Yeah.
is no end
Wow.
at all.
Wow.
So I mean,
Wow.
you go on to Facebook and you can just scroll and scroll and scroll. Yahoo does it. You go onto Yahoo's page,
Really?
on their main page, it never stops.
Really?
Yeah,
Just new stuff, new stuff, new stuff.
yeah, but it's just constantly there, and you
Yeah.
can scroll
Yeah.
and scroll and scroll and scroll. It's funny
Yeah.
because I'll see people walking down the streets with their phone and they're just doing this.
Yeah.
One hand with, and it's even,
Yeah.
they make attachments for the back of your phone,
Right.
so you can hold on to it, so you have that thumb free, so you can just
Oh,
scroll the
really?
thing.
Really?
So
So they actually have a gadget that you can attach to the back of your phone.
it sits right on the back of the phone. It's like a little cup, and you put your fingers in it, and that way you can just walk and scroll with one hand.
Oh my gosh.
And you never have to worry about your patch to your private little universe falling down and breaking or anything like that.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Wow.
funny because about a year ago, I installed an app on my phone and also one on Tasha's phone, and that would tell us how many minutes we were on each app each day.
Oh yeah. And what did
To-
it read?
It was interesting at first. Mine was pretty much what I thought it was going to be. Tasha realized how much of her day was actually being consumed by looking at stuff that was totally meaningless to her.
Right.
And it helped her to see things in a different direction.
Right.
But it's amazing how many people, when you talk to them about it, their instant response is defensiveness and anger.
Right.
If you say, why don't you put your phone down? Oh, well, I have to have it. I have to check it. I have to check it. And I've even
Yeah.
seen some people in the social media world, who was it? Casey Neistat did a video the other day where he was talking about he was trying to disconnect himself from social media. He found himself doing it on elevators, on his bicycle, with his family, in his car. You see people doing this. They have the
Yeah.
little thing that attaches to the front of your car, so when you're driving, you can scroll. Now, you're not supposed to talk on your phone. You're not supposed to text on your phone. But I don't
Right.
think there's any law about scrolling,
Oh.
which is just as dangerous.
That even more dangerous,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
insane.
Oh, God.
So it's going to be interesting. I think in a few years, everybody's going to have the little Google glasses or some type of glasses
Yeah.
where it's going to have a monitor, and and they already have them out, where it identifies where your eye is actually looking, and you can control clicking and see a screen through the glass.
Wow.
Yeah, so should be fun. Put your phone down, socialize, talk to somebody, do something, get out of your house, and finish watching this video and give us a thumbs up, right? All right.
Look, Mom, no hands!